So today is November 11th, and I'm sure you probably already seen a million videos about angel numbers, portals and manifestations, spiritual awakenings and stuff like that. But have you ever wondered what does 1111 actually mean in a spiritual community and why do we get so excited about it? 1111 is considered to be a master number. So it's all about intuition, alignment, and the manifestation of energy at its peak. So in a spiritual community, it's seen as like this super magical gateway or portal where your thoughts and your intuition take on like this supercharged version of themselves. It's also said that this time of year, the veil is really thin. And what that means is messages from your higher self, your guides, your ancestors, they come in more directly and stronger. And during this time, you'll hear a lot of practitioners, they'll recommend doing visualizations, journaling, and a lot of gratitude work. That's kind of a synopsis of the whole 1111 angel number aspect of it. At this point, I'm going to move forward and I'm going to talk about my zodiac sign, which are the Geminis, and what type of energy this will hold for us. So the energy that surrounds 1111, November 11, is right up our alley because it's ruled by Mercury, which is the planet of communication and intelligence, creativity, new ideas, and things like that. But this year we have a complexity because Jupiter goes retrograde in Cancer right now on 11/11. And what this will do is going to pull a lot of focus and shed a lot of light on your finances, your sense of security, and the things that you really value. Geminis, you might feel a heightened sense of intention to do things. Jupiter being in retrograde, it asks you to retire your wishes. So it's don't just manifest. Let's laser in on what will truly make us happy, especially when it comes to money, stability, and things like that. My mom always reminds me of something her mom actually taught her about the energy this time of year. It's easily overwhelming and it's a lot of energy because it's the end of the year and it actually makes a lot of interactions a lot harder to deal with this time of the year. And that vibe combined with, just regular restlessness that we usually have as Geminis, you might get hit with a lot of anxiety and seasonal depression about not knowing what your next step should be, especially when it comes to career and money. So right now we should really be taking time to take inventory and evaluate what we genuinely align with and journal out our fears and our questions about that particular alignment. So on a collective level, the 1111 portal, it also unites people in healings, new beginnings, and just outdated things that no longer work for us. So
today's day 41 of the largest government shutdown in American history. So let's get into it. Last night, 8 Senate Democrats combined with Republicans and said, at the end of the day, we finna open this up. This is totally against what all the other Democrats want to do. And let me tell you why. Government shutdowns are all about approving spending bills and budgets, and they could not agree on the budget. Basically, in this spending bill, healthcare premiums for people on the Affordable Care Act were going to double because tax credits were going to expire. So imagine instead of paying $300 a month for your healthcare, you pay $6. Do you got it like that? Most people don't. So Democrats have said for the last 41 days, we are not approving a spending bill that does not address these healthcare issues. And Republicans have been like, oh yeah? What if we take away food? Hello, SNAP benefits. The president went all the way to the Supreme Court to say, hey, we're not funding SNAP. Approve this. That's crazy and insane. Now, airports? Have you tried to fly recently? Because that flight might get canceled. They have no problem inflicting pain to try to accomplish their agenda. For those 8 Senate Democrats who voted with the Republicans, they said, and we would give the pain a 10. And that's why we finna vote with them. Now, a reason why a lot of people are mad at those Democrats is because federal workers have gone without pay this whole time. Your TSA agent is not getting no check. SNAP benefits have...
During this time on the planet, we can expect news about financial shifts, tech breakthroughs, and stories about, people finally waking up to different types of reform and, speaking out against things and adding to the momentum of the planet's change. So that can be a lot of energy. And Gemini, here is what I want you to block out and look out for. So during 11/11, I would recommend that you block out distractions. I want to say our word of the day is going to be clarity. And spend a lot of time trying to get specific on your intentions. This is also going to be a good time for us to network Look for those mentors, look for those opportunities to mutually benefit off of something or someone. And I can't say it enough. I think Geminis are some of the most ungrounded people you will ever come across. And when doubt starts to flood in, do like a just a simple grounding meditation. Slow down, do your intentional breath work, clear mental clutter. And remember, our word here is clarity. I'll catch you in the next one.